This is the luckiest and yet at the same time the unluckiest person to ever walk on earth. How did he survive so many accidents, and then at the end of it all, he won a lot of money? This is the story of Frane Selak. Frane Selak is a Croatian music teacher who gained international fame after his remarkable and unusual experiences of surviving life-threatening accidents. He was born on June 14th, 1929 in Croatia. Frane Selak's first brush with death occurred in 1962 when he was traveling with a train. In the middle of their journey, their train malfunctioned and plunged into a river. Guess what? 17 people who were in the train all died, but by a miracle, Frane survived. He swam to the shore with a broken arm. Then, the next year, in 1963, after surviving with a broken arm from a train crash, Frane Selak was involved in another accident. This time, Frane Selak upgraded a little bit and he was traveling in a plane to Rijeka. While mid-air, two of the plane's engine had a malfunction, and the plane's door was blown off. The plane door is believed to have had a malfunction. It was blown off, and immediately the plane started having issues. Luckily or unluckily, Frane Selak was thrown out of the plane, was sucked by the air out of the plane, and he fell off. The plane continued and crashed at some point. The 17 passengers who were inside the train all died. Luckily, Frane Selak fell on a haystack and he was able to survive with just minor injuries. He found himself in hospital with these minor injuries. However, his accidents did not stop there. Now fast forward to 1966 when Frane Selak was traveling using a bus. Mid-journey, their bus had a malfunction and the driver tried to control the bus, but fate will have it, the driver was going to hit the side of the road barriers to try and stop the bus. However, he hit the barriers on the side and the bus fell into a river. The world held their breath, knowing too well that all the people inside the bus could not have survived. And luckily, in 1966, after this accident, we lost 4 people. Guess what? Frane was not one of them. Frane was able to swim again to the shore with very minor injuries and survived. Now, Frane Selak was very tired of traveling with public means. He wanted to avoid these accidents he was getting each and every time. So he decided to invest and he bought a new car. In 1970, as Frane Selak was traveling on a highway, the fuel tank of his new car started leaking, and shortly he noticed the car caught fire and Frane Selak jumped out. Shortly the car exploded and Frane Selak once again survived. Frane Selak, after the first car exploded, Frane Selak invested in another car. But one day in 1973, as he was traveling to an unknown location, the fuel pump started leaking and This time, Frane Selak was not lucky to jump out of the car. Fire spewed into him through the vent's car and into his face and body. Guess what? Frane Selak still survived this accident. In 1995, Frane Selak was traveling just with his feet, but unluckily he was hit by a bus. Guess what again? Frane Selak survived with just minor injuries. In 1996, while Frane Selak was carefully driving on a mountainous road, a very careless driver almost knocked him, but Frane Selak was able to maneuver his car. However, Frane Selak was not so lucky. His car lost control and went down cliff 300 feet downwards. It crashed and exploded. Ladies and gentlemen, your guess is so correct this time round. Frane Selak was able to jump out of the window before the car reached down cliff 300 feet. He jumped out and held a tree and watched his car go downwards and exploded. Ladies and gentlemen, Frane Selak's lucky moment comes next. A twist of fate came in 2003 when Frane Selak bought a lottery ticket, his first in over 40 years, and luckily he won 600 euros. Ladies and gentlemen, he used this money to buy luxurious things. However, after some time, he was bored with luxury and sold everything. He decided to go back to his humble life and spend the rest of his money with his fifth wife. He spent some of these winnings treating his hip. He had an operation. His hip had a huge problem, so he decided to do an operation. Ladies and gentlemen, and that is the story of the luckiest, unluckiest, the luckiest, unluckiest person to ever walk this earth. Ladies and gentlemen, however, these stories of Frane Selak have never been verified because in 1963 there is no record of a plane having a crash anywhere where he stated. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, Frane Selak is the only person who knows if the stories he told were true or false. But many people believe that these stories were true and false at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, chill there.